Hello, hello, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This reading is for you. I'm going to be changing stuff up starting in the month of August. This reading is going to be for the month of August, all of August. If you would like to get weekly updates or weekly readings, you can follow me on Patreon, and I'll be doing long and short versions on there. I also may start stretching these out to all the 12 signs. So if that's something that you're interested in, comment below and let me know if that's something you'd be into. In the meantime, let's see what we got for our air signs for the month of August. Astrologically, we have Jupiter in retrograde and we have Uranus about to go into retrograde, which is going to pull out a lot of stops and a lot of reveals, possibly lucky reveals, you know, blessings in disguise. We also have Venus in Virgo right now, but in a couple weeks it'll be moving into Libra. So we are still kind of nitpicking our relationships, which is interesting. Let's see. What do we got going on for the air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right. So the first thing coming up is illusions, clouded, judgment, unbalanced, and skewed. And then we have chemistry, spark, passion, and desire. The air signs are feeling right now like they're not sure exactly what it is that they want anymore. Maybe you were motivated to really, you know, start a new venture, start a new business, start a new relationship, you know, get connected with something, and it kind of is feeling like this energy isn't going towards anything. Like things are not clear, things are a little bit foggy, things are a little bit lackluster. Underlying energy here, we have beginnings, new direction, fresh start, and chance. So maybe you've started something new. Maybe you've started, you know, a new project, or you've tried to do something new. You're trying to change things up, and it feels like this whole changing things up is a little bit murky. It's a little bit unclear. You know, it's like you can't get your hands on how exactly it's supposed to look, or how exactly it's supposed to be, or how exactly it's supposed to feel, or is it even going to work? Okay. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You have made an offer, okay? You have made the decision. You made the decision to start the Instagram, to start the Patreon, to, you know, approach someone, to call a friend. And we have the Knight of Cups here, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Maybe you reached out to a water sign, right? And it's just kind of not working out the way that you thought it was going to work out. It's feeling a little bit weird. It's feeling a little bit shocking. Maybe they are reacting in a way that you didn't expect them to. They're like, hey, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this, or if I want to move forward with this anymore. And that is coming through as a surprise, the Tower card. It also may be possible that something that started off small is now becoming bigger, right? Something that started off as a small feeling is now becoming a bigger feeling. Maybe you were kind of feeling confused about something, and now you feel really confused about it, you know, or you're into something and now you're really into it. Or, you know, that one decision that you made to start the Instagram, or to start the Patreon, or to start the job or the project, it's like, okay, well, now it's here, and now I have my whole hands full with what's going on, and there may be some surprises. But the thing is that it takes a Tower moment. It takes something shocking. It takes things breaking down in order for a new beginning to come in. All right. That's what it requires. So right now things are feeling a little bit bumpy. You may be emotionally confused, unsure. Did you make the right decision? I think you did make the right decision. I think you're just waiting for things to come into balance a little bit. Okay. Let's see what the challenge is. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What is a challenge? Unconditional, innocence, support, whole heart. And then we have time, wait, cycles, infinity. Bottom of the deck, we have clarity, honesty, intention, and truth. It feels like the challenge is patience. It feels like the challenge is understanding that part of the process is waiting. Part of the process is you know, seeing how you react to having to wait, right? It says a lot about a person, you know? It says a lot about a person when they can wait patiently or they can't wait patiently, you know? So we have the Three of Swords that came out as well, heartache, and the Moon card, secrets, something happening in the dark, your intuition also, you know, being a little bit iffy. So this is in a challenge position. So it means that things just don't feel very clear because you are in like this murky, in this murky place right now where things are feeling a little bit unsure, and you know, maybe you just took a leap of faith, and so now you're kind of like mid-air and you're like, what did I do, right? The challenge is understanding that the flow of time, that the flow of change requires patience. It requires growth. It requires like a waiting period, and for you to remain wholeheartedly invested, okay? With the Moon sign, this is also you trusting your intuition. Right now, your intuition may be a little bit crazy because your mind is getting in the way. All right. You also may be processing some heartache. You also may be processing some sadness. You also might be processing, realizing that, you know, your heart is not in the place that you thought it was. And so a challenge here, also with clarity on the bottom, is being okay with things not being totally clear. All right. Once we get into Venus and Libra, once we get into Mercury and Libra, right, which are coming up like the end of next week, the clarity is gonna come. Okay, right now what you need to do is believe in yourself, and also stop being scared of money. Stop being scared that you're gonna lose money. Okay, that's scarcity mindset. Stop being worried that all that you have right now is gonna dry up. Okay, the work is coming, the money is coming. All right, right now it's just a moment for you to be suspended in mid-air, okay? This is gonna bring you clarity later. Oh, one of my cards fell. No. Got it. All right, let's see what we have for advice. Advice for the air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Advice for the air signs. So we have vows, commitment, promises, fidelity, and then we have second chance. Making amends, opportunity, plans. Underlying energy, we have despair, falling apart, sinking, hopelessness. So this advice for me is really talking about commitment, okay? What you're doing now, maybe you attempted it before. You know, maybe you've attempted it in a different way, maybe a different kind of business or a different relationship, but you're attempting it, right? This is an opportunity for you to fully commit. This is an opportunity for you to move away from being, you know, expecting things to go wrong, right? And taking this as an opportunity to make some real plans, to make some real commitments, to make something actually work, all right? Your advice is to commit to this time, to commit to this opportunity, even if it's not looking completely clear. What advice do we have for the air signs? I'm an air sign. This is kind of scary, right? Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, advice. Woo. All right. So from the tarot, we have the Two of Pentacles. This is balancing, right? This is a balancing act. And I'm totally seeing it like that mid-air thing where it's like, okay, you just need to balance a little bit longer. You just need to look at the flow of work a little bit longer. How is it working for you? How is your schedule working for you? How can you shift your schedule to support this commitment? How can you shift your finances to support this commitment? You need to believe in yourself. The Victory card. You look good. People are seeing you. You're shining, you're glowing, you're victorious, you're abundant, you're recognizable. okay? You're on your way to a good place. You just have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that this is the chance, that this is the opportunity, that you have taken a leap of faith into something that is putting you in a fated place. Fated, like you're fated, not faded. Faded. Right, you might be dealing with a Gemini. You might also be dealing with an Aries. That's possible. But it looks like you are bound to be successful. You are bound to make the connection that you're supposed to make. You are bound to bring your finances into balance. What you need to do right now is just stick it out. Believe in yourself. Take deep breaths. Look at the details. Venus in Virgo is definitely a great time to look at the details as far as like our self-image, our relationships, our spending, because Venus rules like money. Venus rules relationships. Venus rules aesthetic, right? So in the meantime, instead of freaking out over the big picture, it's important for you to right now focus on the detail. All right, sit down. Write the journal, start working on the projects, do the outline, do the, brainstorm, do the charts, the little, what are they called? Like the Venn diagrams, like start doing that stuff. Just to take your mind off of like big picture stuff and give you some space to breathe. Outcome for air signs. I just got one card here. Woo! One day, someday, another time. And then we have heart fogged on the bottom, mixed signals, blocked emotions, and clutter. Yeah, this is a good time to declutter as well. Get rid of some stuff that you no longer need. Outcome. So though the vision may not be clear, though the vision may be a little bit blurry at the moment, and you're like, okay, I know this is supposed to come to me at some point, at some time, right? Though it may be blurry to you at the moment, it doesn't mean it's not still coming. It doesn't mean it's not there. It's on its way. What you need to do right now is carve out the details of this picture, right? Carve them out. Detail them out. What does the face look like? What does the buildings look like? What does the floor look like? What does the street look like? That's what you're working on right now, is the specifics, the details. All right. We got the Queen of Cups. This is bringing your emotions into balance. Okay. Right now, your emotions are a little bit, confused, and that's okay. So in the meantime, what you're going to do is you're going to focus on some details, get some small things hashed out, so that in the future you can feel a little bit more peace. And I think by the time we get into, Venus in Libra and Mercury in Libra, after the 11th, then this is going to feel a lot more comfortable for you. And all of this heart fog will be cleared out, okay? On the bottom of the deck, we have Sun energy, Leo season, right? The happiest card on the deck, okay? This is about gaining joy, gaining happiness, enjoying the time, right? That whole, it's about the journey, not about the destination. This is part of the journey. This is part of the bumps on the road. And even though you're feeling confused, I want you to know that part of it is the transits. They're making you a little bit, disoriented, because as air signs, maybe you like to look at the big picture. You like to be able to swoosh through things and move through things fairly quickly. And this fixed fire is like, no, sit in the fire, let it cook, let it bake, add some seasoning, and so it can be a little bit troublesome, but the momentum is going to pick up. So what you can do to prepare for Virgo season, what you can do to prepare for these transits, is start to work on the details. Okay, start to work on the details. Now, I feel like I didn't really talk about love. So if I were to say love stuff, I would say things are a little bit unclear right now about what needs to happen. There is a need for you to spend some time loving yourself. There is some need for you to spend some time listening to your intuition and checking out whether or not you want to be in this situation, or whether or not you might be the one causing the problem in this situation, and so you need to work on it. Then the advice would be commit to the change. right? Commit to bringing balance. You are very capable. You are very beautiful. You are very abundant. You are very recognizable. And there's an option to commit to a second chance if that's what you want. If your second chance is to get out of this relationship, it looks like you have that chance by the time we get to the end of the week. We have the new moon on at the end of the week, right? I believe it's the 8th, the same day as the 8-8 portal, right? And this 8-8 portal is going to bring some really high frequency energy. So if there's something you want to manifest, something you want to get into, something you want to get out of, something you want to clear, that 8-8 portal is going to be super, super powerful for you. All right. So I hope this was helpful. I wish you all a very happy first week of August. If you want to get these readings on a weekly basis, go ahead and check out my Patreon. I'll put the link in my bio. And if not, then I will see you at the beginning of September. Have a wonderful month. Bye bye, air signs.